Hey everybody, it's Dr. Warren Kalkstein here with episode 10 of the top 20 most common injuries and complaints that athletes face. So I'm here today with Cam, and Cam's not going to do any of the demonstrating. He's just going to hang out here with me because it's the weekend and I get to bring my dog to the office. But today we're going to talk about how to foam roll. So if you haven't got one yet, I really highly advise getting something like a foam roll at home to help with some soft tissue release before your athletic endeavor, before a workout. So there's a lot of different types of foam rollers out there. There's a lot of different ways to foam roll. When I used to work in the office as an exercise assistant here, I really liked exploring the foam roller and just exploring different ways of helping people out there in discomfort or in pain utilizing a foam roller. And they really are effective, especially if you follow them up with some active movement. So you'll see that kind of that theme in a lot of our videos that we're doing here, is that you do some type of foam roller, some soft tissue, some stretching, and then you follow it up with good quality movement, and then you load the tissue that you injured or that you're having pain with, right? That's what we do with our athletes a lot of times. So this video is really going to be dedicated to learning how to use the foam roller, learning how to use it properly, and when to use it. So I use it in the beginning of my workout. I use it as a way to get my muscles to a better resting tone so that they can do their job a little bit better, so that they're ready to fire and support my joints through motion. And I use it as a way of helping decrease some tension and discomfort in certain areas. Okay. If there's any questions or comments throughout the video, just go ahead and post them below. I'm staying on top of these videos, and I'm trying to answer as many of your questions as I can. I'm also doing some live Q&As in between the videos, so we'll post and let you know when those are happening. But I really think that this is a great way to improve your athletic ability and improve a workout overall. Just get better efficiency in your workout. So there's multiple areas that we're going to focus on. Let's go ahead and work from the ground up. So we'll work on the calf muscles first, all right? I spent about 45 seconds to a minute on each body part, and I kind of let myself focus on an area if I feel like I'm feeling a little bit more tension in that area that particular day. So I'll kind of call out what I'm doing, and so that you can get a general idea how to do it, and I'll take a break and you can press pause and then go practice that area and then come back and join me. So first, calves. So I take my arms, I support myself like this, I raise up. If that's too much, just do it with one leg down. Roll back and forth. Now the calf is consistent of a few muscles back there, right? So it's not just one big muscle. There's multiple muscles that help extend and flex your foot. So when it comes to working the calf, I want to roll in and I want to roll out. I want to loosen up all those areas. My foot should be as loose as I can get it. It's going to want to tighten up just to kind of, it's just your natural reaction when you foam roll. The more you can relax into foam rolling, the better effect you can have from it. So if I have to scoot my butt back and forth like so to help relax myself a little bit better, I'll do that. And I'm just taking my time working the calf. Then I find a tight area. I want to extend my foot and flex my foot. I'm really relaxing my leg as loose as possible. Extend and flex. Find a new spot, extend and flex. So I'll find maybe 3 or 4 spots like that and work the foot back and forth to get it to relax. And then I go onto my side and I work the side of the calf as well. Okay, that's where those muscles exist to help keep my foot, bring my toes towards my shin. So I'm going to work those muscles, just kind of turn in my hips and get into some of those tight areas on the outside. Spending about a minute and then finding a couple tight spots, flexing and extending. Okay, so that's the calves in a nutshell. That's where you'll start, and then you're going to work the foam roller up to the hamstring. Same thing, roll it back and forth, turning the foot in, turning the foot out. About a minute. No movement there, especially when using a foam roller. Again, a minute. Doing both sides. Then working to the IT band. Now this side, you're going to want to support your body. Left arm down, right arm in front. This is working my left IT band. I take my right foot and I drape it over the front of my leg, and then you can see the leg that I'm rolling out back here is nice and relaxed. So back and forth, nice and slow. Pet your dog. Come back. Spend about a minute there. Find some tight areas again. And whew, this can be a little bit more tense. This is a black foam roller. They're a little bit more firm. I tend to recommend the white ones. But let's go. Flex it back and forth. Nice and slow. Tight spot number 1. Go to 3 of them, right? And then switch to the other side. Here's the view from the other side. Back and forth for 60 seconds. Tight spot. Nice and slow. Pause. Flex. Back and forth. 60 seconds, 3 or 4 times with the flexing back and forth. Then I want you to work the glutes. The glute muscles. So the muscles, you have your glute muscles and you have muscles that help stabilize your hip. Either way, you're going to roll with your hip opened up just a tad, back and forth over the outer edge of your hip. So you don't want to go on that bony part. You want to come right before it and up and down. Your feet like this. Here, go ahead and Liam, stand up for me and get the angle from up here. Good. Your feet are supported in this way, and I'm just rocking back and forth with my arms behind me, okay? I'm getting the outer edge of my hip, and then when I find a tight area, it's pin and stretch, bringing my knees together. Pin, find the tight spot, together. So about a minute there, okay? To the other hip, you can see it from that angle. My feet are here, I'm rolling back and forth, find a tight spot, pin, and here. 60 seconds. Next, from my low back, I want to just arch my back just a little bit. So this is an area that's very sensitive, so I'm not really rising up on the foam roller at all. I'm just going just to the outer edge of my low back. So if my belt line is here, the foam roller is right above it, and I'm just rocking back and forth very gently in this area. Nice and slow, okay? When I find a tight area or when I find myself in that good spot to rest that foam roller, I just want to rock back and forth over those muscles on the outside of the spine. So again, here's my spine. I'm working these muscles out here, not over my spine directly, okay? To loosen up these muscles on the outside. A minute each side, and then about 10 rocks back and forth on each side, okay? Working up to my thoracic spine, hands behind my neck. Support your neck in this position. My hips elevate, and I roll up and down over the middle of my spine. Nice and slow, again, relaxing as much as you can as you come up and down the spine. If you want to get some muscles to the edge, turn your shoulders and just open up in this direction. This is for the right shoulder blade. So I'm working right underneath the shoulder blade, rolling up and down on some of those muscles behind the shoulder blade. Do the same thing on the other side for another minute, okay? Next, the lat muscle. So I'm really on my side now, and I'm right behind my armpit into this area behind my shoulder, okay? So the lat muscle comes from your back, and it comes up and comes across this area here and attaches to this space here on the humerus, over here. So what you need to do is just get a little bit lower towards your rib cage and then support yourself. Just don't be so elevated when you do this one, just in the beginning. And roll back and forth very gently, because it's a sensitive area back here, as you loosen up that lat muscle, okay? And if you want to pin it, take your hand over top and stretch it. That's an easy way to stretch and pin the lat. So 60 seconds of rolling. Woo. Pin and stretch. Woo. Can't. So each lat, you're going to do that 60 seconds. All right. So you've done the mid back, the low back, you've done the quad, the hamstrings, the calf, the anterior shin muscles. You've done your posterior shoulder. All right. Next, how do we get to the pec? You can lay on your stomach, just like so, and you're just going to use your hands to slide the foam roller back and forth over the front of your pec, nice and gently. Okay? The forearms, 60 seconds, nice and easy. Find any areas of tension. You can flex back and forth if you've got a tight spot. Again, back and forth, nice and slow. It's meant to be a good hurt, but it's not meant to be uncomfortable. So don't make it uncomfortable during your entire warm-up. Good, and then you can do the wrist flexors. So flip your hand down, roll up and down this way, okay? Flex and extend. You've done your forearms. You've done your lats, your posterior shoulder, okay? Right? And then you can, when you get better and better with a foam roller, you get more comfortable with it, you'll get more of an effect from it. So in the beginning, as you're getting used to it and exploring around, just try not to make it too uncomfortable. And after you finish, you shouldn't feel pain, you should feel a little looser, okay? So make sure that when you're going through foam rolling that, one, you feel looser afterwards, that it's not too painful of an experience, and that you follow up with some good mobility work, like we've shown you in the past, the squat matrix, or any of the exercises that really get your whole body moving are the best way to warm up for an activity. And this is the best, that pin and stretch, where I find that tight area and I lengthen and shorten the muscle groups that I'm working on. Right, that's a really nice way to get a better resting state for some of those muscles, so that they're there to support you as you go to do some of your activities or some of your sports. Okay, you've got a good source of support for your next workout is the foam roller. You can order these online, and if you have any questions or comments about foam rolling, or when to do it or how to do it, and if I didn't touch it, cover it for you, just shoot me a comment or a question. I'll be happy to get back to you as best I can. For more support on how we treat our athletes and how we treat the professional athletes that come into our office, just check out our website at towsonchiro.com, and you can see some of the ways that we help people get better faster. Thank you again to the Special Olympics for your support. I hope this is serving well for the athletes of the Special Olympics, and take care, everyone.